Hi, this is the weekly horoscope for Scorpio for the week of October 17th, 2022. And tonight on Marie Moore Astrologer on TikTok, I'll be doing the daily horoscopes. I'm going to try that again because last time, I had chaos with that. I was sharing my TikTok literally with the damn hacker. And apparently, when somebody is sharing your phone information with the TikTok information, you two take up a lot of information. So we're going to try this one more time with the TikTok, with the daily horoscopes. I don't know. So hopefully it works. Show your love and support to your girl Marie by liking, subscribing, and sharing. Tons of energy coming up. Your birthday season's almost here. So happy early birthday to my early weekend Scorpios. Show your love and support by liking, subscribing, and sharing. And also be sure to check out your monthly horoscope because the 23rd is going to be lots of emphasis on your first house with this energy. So lots going on with ya. Okay, so Monday, let me see. You need to watch your emotional self in the morning at 7 a.m. West Coast time. You can be losing your mind. You can be fighting with your partner, or you could be going through it emotionally. So watch your emotional self. You have a T-square happening with the 1st, 4th, 7th, and 10th house. The focus is going to be on your relationships, especially love relationships, and these go through Saturday. In long-term relationships and marriages. So this time where you have to make more sacrifices in your relationship and be less about your needs and more about their wants and desires at this time, which is easier said than done. Okay, because some of you may not be there anymore. You may be over it. Alrighty. I feel also you need to be more empathetic and put yourself in their shoes, or put yourself in other people's shoes more. And this is a time period, the reason why you're being challenged by other people, because you need to change your inner consciousness. Your inner ways of thinking and doing things no longer apply with relationships. Okay. On Tuesday, you can be stuck in your ways of thinking, refusing to listen to other people's advice. You can feel things intensely. Doesn't mean you'll give other people the satisfaction to see you react, but you can be keeping a lot of your thoughts and feelings to yourself. Change is happening with the 10th, 7th, 4th, and 12th house. Might be useful for progressing with secret or covert actions, or for some of you who are working in the film industry, you could be working on a top secret project, or at work you could be working on a top secret project. You may feel more energetic than usual, and usually this is a time of good health, fast healing. Your vitality is strong and you're confident and able to stand up for yourself if confronted. This is a good time for taking on a leadership position, as others will be more willing to follow you now and your actions are more effective. You have an opportunity to take an increased responsibility or get a job or a promotion that results in greater income and respect from higher ups. Clarity of purpose is increased at this time, so it's a good time for making plans. Physical exercise is favored. You may feel uneasy about recent decisions or facing a dilemma. Avoid the urge to take action just because you feel you must act. Reason out your actions first. You're likely to be very assertive during this time, and you're full of confidence and determination. Your relationships with superiors or your father may be strained. In some cases, superiors may consider you to be an insubordinate. If you are being too assertive with them, you're likely to feel quite restless as well, feeling like you need to express yourself in some kind of way of doing things. Wednesday, you are more aware of your self-worth and how much you do for others, and you can be wondering, what's in it for me? What am I getting out of it? Or you don't want to obligate yourself to certain responsibilities because you know that you're not going to gain anything from it. You know that it's not going to help you accomplish anything, and you're not trying to give yourself extra work. For some of you, you're not trying to give yourself extra work or extra hours because you're not banking on that job right now. You could be waiting for somebody else to come along and scoop you up. You may understand new things about your ancestors and heritage. You have an increased stamina and the ability to work very hard on an extended period of time. This is a time when you accomplish a great deal and achieve considerable respect. You will have the ability to transform your situation to your liking and remove obstacles that have blocked your success. You have more influence and power over people and can be an effective leader. If you start a new exercise routine, which is going to be this week, you will have dramatic results. Hard work involving physical discipline at this time is favored. You can be very surprised, but in a good way, about other people's actions or things that they do for you at this time, as others can mesmerize you, or you could be mesmerized by your own ideas, or they could be mesmerized by your way of thinking. So everybody's just going to be mesmerized, okay? So let me see. I think this is Wednesday. Let me see. No. Okay, so Thursday, you may be more aware of your self-worth and how much you do for others. You can be wondering what to do to, how you're going to get out of the situation, okay? And you don't want to be involved in the situation again. So you could be, am I saying the same thing over again? Yes, I am. Okay, so, all right. So now I'm just going to confuse the hell out of myself. Okay, this is fun. Alrighty, so Thursday, the sun is squaring Pluto in the 12th house of subconscious and self-undoing, and with the 3rd house of lower education, short trips, communications. You can be frustrated with this energy because you can be waiting for things to happen at this time, and you can be dealing with your emotional hang-ups, and you can be dealing with the subconscious mind. It's not the best time to be in silence or to be by yourself, so make sure you give the brain something to do, because you do have like a tons of water in this chart. So it could be a great time to delve into something creative at this time. It could be cathartic and healing to do creative projects at this time with this energy, or you can be more in tune to your feminine side, but also in turn of that, males can be, straight males too, can be in tune to their feminine side, which means that you could be acting more, you could be more in tune to your female side. So at this time, you need males need to create that balance between your masculine and your feminine energy, and kind of like, be a bit more analytical at this time. Maybe slow down your reactive self, because it's like ting, and it's like boom, and it's like, oh my god, or you're just going through a really hard depression at this time, and that's why. So you need to be more analytical, or give the brain something to do. All right. For some of you, you can be delving, into your addictions at this time. This could be dealing with Volcanus. The higher forms of Venus is not well aspected during this time period. So you can be crushing on somebody that is not out of a relationship yet, or suffering romantic setbacks at this time, or this person's going through a divorce with this energy, and this could be also you going through a divorce. You may not be getting along with your partner at this time. For some of you, you could be dealing with somebody that is dealing with alcohol abuse or dealing with drug abuse at this time, and not dealing with their problems but escaping the reality, and you could be having a hard time dealing with them at this time as well. Then on Friday, you can be a prolific artist, starting a new creative project, starting a new business project, or a new business endeavor. Great time for business picking up. For some of you, this is you being a great counselor, or not even being a great counselor, but you could be counseling your friends. They could be going through it at this time, and you may have some really awesome advice and words of wisdom to share with them. This is a great time for mediators. So if you're a mediator or going through mediations, you tend to be very good at that. Or this could be a great time, if you're not, that you could be making friends get along with each other, or really good at negotiations with other people. You're attracted to people who are individuals, artists, or people who are different and don't follow a prescribed path when it comes to their career. You can have an easy time making new friends, especially those of you who have an intellectual conversation. You can feel grounded with this energy. You benefit through father or the men in your life. You can be original in your way of thinking. Your 12th house is quincunxing Jupiter in retrograde in your 5th house at this time. No, in your 4th house at this time. So for some of you, this could be you trying not to step on other people's toes at this time. You're kind of intimidated to request things at this time with this energy, because you don't know these people very well, or they could be in a bad mood and you don't want to piss them off at this time with this energy as well. So you're trying not to overstep at this time. But at the same time, you kind of can't help it, because this person doesn't know what they're doing, or it just seems like they're a little bit everywhere, and you're trying to kind of direct them. You're like, okay, now you need to do this. All right, now you need to do that. And they're looking at you like you're like, sorry, kind of like that kind of situation going on at this time. And you're not trying to take over the reins, but also you're just suggesting things to them to an extent, okay? Because you're realizing they don't know how to do their damn job at this time, okay? For others of you, this could be a situation where you're trying to plan a party or an event, and also other people could have different tastes from you at this time. Or it could be a situation where you know the person well enough that you know their likes and dislikes and stuff like that, and somebody else is trying to plan the party and event, and you know this person's likes and dislikes, and you even know to the extent what color they like, what's their what's their favorite cake. It's like really specific things about them, and you're kind of like, I don't think she's gonna like that. I don't think he or she is gonna like that. I don't think they're gonna like that. I know they're not gonna like that. And then once the party starts, they're gonna be outside like almost in tears, and you're gonna be like, girl, boy, I told him not to do that. I told him not to do that. But I brought you some weed. I brought you some alcohol to start with the healing process of how they messed up. Because that always makes things just a little bit right. Doesn't make it right, but it makes it just about. So, it could be like that kind of situation going on. Then on Saturday, Mercury is quincunx Uranus in the 12th and 7th house. So this is the wrong person to give advice to at this time, because this person doesn't want to hear it, and they could be and also you could be very critical. So you are not the person to come to for advice on Saturday, because it's kind of like you're going to be straightforward and honest with this person, or you could be frustrated with this person's bitching and complaining, and you're going to just be like, no, don't do it. Also this could be a time where you could be very honest about your feelings about the situation, and they may not be ready to hear what you have to say. I also feel like they could take the things that you say at this time as criticism, or you being jealous, and it's going to escalate into a fight. And I feel like a lot of you are going to know that too, with this energy as you have this encounter with this person. Or it could be a situation where they invite other people too, and it's like the moment you meet these people that it's gonna be a fight. Like somebody gonna start to try to kiki with you, and next thing you know, it's gonna be like you're gonna whoop out your stinger, and you're gonna be like and it's gonna be like, oh damn, here we go. So it could be a situation like that. And I feel like also that this could be also because Venus is quincunx Uranus as well with the 12th house, that you could feel smothered by your partner, or they could be a conservative type. So you could be bored with love. For some of you could be looking outside your relationship for entertainment or amusement or stimulation or an affair. For some of you who are going to be having the affair, it could be difficult to hide. So it could lead to some unexpected karmic consequences. That does not necessarily have to be a bad thing. You may experience a brief period of instability or drama in your relationship, but things should turn out normal quickly as they went crazy. Also, flexibility, open-mindedness, compromise, and minor adjustments will keep a healthy relationship on track. If single, you're likely to be attracted to an unusual person or risky relationships that would probably be like brief encounters, hookups. The increased tension and anxiety you feel can be relieved through social interactions, entertainment, and amusement. Internet dating or chatting to people on forums is an ideal way to find extra stimulation. This is also a good time for creative work and trying new techniques or different approaches, especially if you've been experiencing creative blockages at this time. Now, what's so interesting about this, the first card that pops up is the Moon card, and I think the first card that popped up for Virgo as well was the Moon card as well. So, trust. I feel like, you're releasing something at this time. As I'm connecting with this energy, I do feel like there is some kind of releasing or some kind of blockage being removed from you at this time. For some of you, you could have like extra energy, or you could be more, you're dictated by your emotional self. So when you're in routine, you're going to find that you're a bit more ambitious and that you want to do more at this time. The Four of Cups, you're sitting on your hands about things that you want to do. For some of you, you're not so quick to jump into new things. You can be more of an observer at this time. The Six of Swords, get the hell out of your damn head. It is not the place to be. There's also traveling coming up, a move happening. For some of you, this is traveling or relocation. For others of you, this could be buying or selling a home at this time with this energy as well, okay? The Judgment card, major decisions are coming up, something heavy on your mind. This is, for some of you, a great time for those of you working in TV, film, radio, fashion, or if you're a writer, a good time for you. I feel like this could be a creative calling for you. So those of you in school, you can feel connected with the art classes that you're taking at this time with this energy. The Hangman card, indecisions are coming up, something heavy on your mind this week as well. The Seven of Cups, I see thoughts of future coming up at this time. You're getting excited about something. This is a great time for digital artists. The Page of Cups, I feel this is dating happening, so don't take this person serious at all. This is just dating. I feel for some of you, this could be a job interview or an audition coming up. The Five of Coins, have faith that everything is going to work itself out, okay? For some of you, this could be a second or third interview coming up this week with this energy. I feel also for some of you, this is suffering for your art or feeling bad about yourself at this time and delving into self-pity, so try not to go there. The Nine of Cups, my yes card to whatever question I did not answer is yes. The Three of Swords, again, traveling happening. There's an emphasis on traveling or short trips coming up with this energy. For some of you, you're getting very creative for the Halloween and for the fall with this energy. I feel like this is a great time to delve into creativity and creativity of any kind. Even like decorating your home, you could feel very confident at this time with this energy, and it can give you the next card to come up with is the King of Swords. I feel like your perspective and outlook on life on certain things is going to be changing this week as well, or your opinion about somebody is going to be changing as well. For some of you, you could be using this time period to work on the self with this energy, maybe seeing therapy, or this is a great time for counselors or psychiatrists who are watching. This is a great week for you. The Tower card, change is happening. I feel like your new normal is coming up at this time with this energy. For others of you, this could be a difficult time traveling with this energy, so you may want to come prepared and very organized at this time and have a plan B, plan C, a plan D, a plan Z with this energy, as things are not going to work out exactly as planned. For others of you, this can be a move happening or changes are coming up for you at this time. So for this week, probably after the 23rd, you can start seeing a new normal happening. Also, certain things are going to be out of your control and certain things are not going to apply in your life at this time. So that's because the lesson is over with this energy. This is time where you're like the lobster and you have to go back into your cave. Those of you who are my regulars that heard of this story many, many times, and those of you who are new, you're going to hear about this story many, many times, how the lobster goes back in its cave to grow a new shell. This is you growing your new shell at this time. Things are out of your control with this energy. It's not going to be the easiest energy time for some of you, especially those of you with your Saturn return. But those of you who are 50 and over with your Saturn return around like 55 or 56, it's a different experience, so don't worry about it. Those of you who are like 27, 28, not the easiest time for you. If you have Scorpion children that are like 13 years old, may not be the easiest energy time for them either this week with this energy, so just be aware of that. But I do see depression happening, so watch out for that. Stay out of your head. A lot of swords here, definitely in your head about things with this energy. I also feel like the streets are talking at this time for some of you. Some of you may not care so much about the streets talking, I know, but know that some people are like annoyed with you, or you're not getting along with certain people at this time, and there's like a lot of gossip around you or people trying to throw you under the bus with this energy. So I would definitely keep your receipts at this time. I just feel like you just are like impatient with other people and you have no patience for them. So it's kind of like you just sting them once in a while. It's like, are you alive? And then you go tink, and it's like, ow, that hurt. And then they start crying and you're like, okay, they're good. We're still friends, when you guys really aren't friends. The High Priestess card, trust your intuition this week with this energy. Stay away from dominating people at this time with this energy as well, because I feel like it could be a little bit too much for you, and they're just best dealt with passivity at this time. So just like ignore them or try to keep your name out of their mouth as much as possible. The Wheel of Fortune card, I feel like there could be some positive news, some unexpected doors opening up for you. This could be a great time for some of you to play lotto, because you can win unexpectedly at this time. So really expect the unexpected. Divine intervention can come in. Fate can happen here. Look at it, got Tower, Wheel of Fortune card, and the High Priestess all together, and the Judgment card over there. So expect things not to be normal. So your new normal could be coming in this week. So expect the unexpected after Sunday with this energy. The Four of Coins, I feel like you're more about your stability here. Be open-minded to the changes that are happening because they are going to be out of your control. You may even try to fight the changes. I wouldn't fight them. Just let them go because your situation is over. You're a spiritual traveler on a spiritual journey and you're just shedding. You're shedding your old skin at this time. I would just take it like that and just leave the situation behind you. Okay, the Ace of Coins, creating your own reality at this time, mastering your money situation this week with this energy as well, getting a new job. Things are changing around you for the better. You're very happy about the changes that are happening. You have a lot of emotional cards here, so watch your emotional self at this time. Your perspective and outlook on life is changing. You know, this could be that love affair that was happening on Saturday and you getting caught, but it may not be necessarily a bad thing. Yes, it's karmic, but it may not be a bad thing because maybe it was the universe's way of tempting you to get out of a situation because you wouldn't get out of a situation. So they're just going to dangle this little fine little thing in front of you and be like, go on, get the little fishy, you little fish. And then you go, boom, like that, and you get it. And then it's like, oh my gosh, it's like a ripple effect of like unexpected and unfortunate events. They seem unfortunate and embarrassing because they're making you feel vulnerable because you guys don't like to be caught. But in a way, it's a good thing because it's a good thing because you needed to change or you needed to leave that relationship. So that's why that had to happen that way, okay? So know that, alrighty? I feel like for some of you, you may want to light your candles this week because Spirit World is definitely trying to connect with you with this energy as well. So I feel like there's a strong emphasis on that, so know that. The Ten of Coins, I see you happy on an emotional level as well as a financial level this week. The Ace of Cups, I see emotional validation, plans working out exactly as planned. So whatever needs to happen that's out of your control, let it, because it's all for the best. It's all good, boo-boo. All right, the Page of Swords, keep your receipts at this time. Somebody definitely trying to throw you under the bus. Haters are going to hate. So, let the haters hate. Just make sure that you have all your paperwork, text messages, emails that you sent to this person in conversations, all right? And make sure you may want to make sure that other people are around you, even though they may not want to get involved. I do feel like for some of you, this is speak now or forever hold your peace, because I do feel like, you're bottling up a lot of hurt feelings at this time, and they're going to come out in a nasty way. For others of you, you're going to speak up now and once and for all, and it's going to bring about a bunch of changes around you. The Ten of Swords, starting over in certain areas of your life. This week with this energy, a reversal of fortune can be happening. A turn of events is going to happen. The Hierophant card, fate is coming in. Divine intervention is happening. Ooh, expect the unexpected with this energy. Okay, duck and cover if you have to, but go with the flow. I do feel like you're going to be leaving behind certain relationships or friendship or a whole family after you move. Like you're going to be distancing yourself away from these people, okay? This could be like quitting your job, getting a new job, making new friends at this time, and then distancing yourself from other people. I do see confrontation happening with this energy, but everything is going to be all right, okay? The Ace of Wands, taking creative risk at this time with this energy, stepping out of your comfort zone. You have a lot of luck on your side as well. So the changes that are coming up are not as bad. I think it's because you're being put in a vulnerable space. And nobody likes to be in that vulnerable space when change is happening, like major significant changes. Nobody likes to feel vulnerable. Nobody likes to be caught. Nobody likes to be, challenged, so nobody likes confrontation. So that's what's going on here. Comes to worst, focus, bitch. Oh my God, I don't want to focus. Okay, so have a fabulous week. And worst comes to worst, delve into prayer consciousness. Kisses.